Yo, so peep this. A$AP Rocky just came back from Sweden. He was
I heard.
detained, but they released him, and the verdict is going to be announced on the 14th of August. You haven't seen the video, have you?
I have not. No,
All right,
I haven't
cool.
seen
We
it.
have a clip. We're going to show it. Whenever you can run that, let's run that. But this is
So-
it. Don't talk, just listen.
You know what?
Or,
Kick you off this stage.
Touching us and following us.
Other guy.
Is there no audio?
I guess there's no audio, but I mean, you don't need audio to see this. That's like the most important part.
So wait, hold on. Which one's A$AP here? In the green? In the
Green, yeah. So that's A$AP,
That's what he went to jail for? Throwing
And-
my man's on the ground?
and they proceed to ass kicking.
Wait, why did they do this though? I heard it was like he had like some argument, right? To where
Yeah.
this guy was like abusing somebody or something like that. Yo, wait, it doesn't have any sound?
You can imagine the noises.
I mean, I can imagine a lot of things.
Okay, so obviously that's not the full video, right?
Okay, well, what was his argument?
But here's the thing. Honestly, I don't even care what his argument was, because there's a fine line between self-defense and assault. Like, if you punch me in the face and I punch you in the face back, you fall on the ground, you start crying, and I walk away, that's self-defense. If you punch me in the face, I punch you in the face back, you fall, and I proceed to kick you in the face until you bleed and potentially die, that's murder. Assault and then murder, right? I mean,
Yeah,
so
that's a bad
there-
example, though. I mean, you didn't have to bring death into the picture because
You're
that kind of
right.
changes it
Sure.
drastically. like-
Anyway, but what I'm saying is that we only saw the small clip, and I only picked that clip, for reasons of like, hey, if it was self-defense, and if the guy was bothering you, which I guess that's what happened or whatever, as soon as you throw him, and then you and your friends go and start hitting him, all that's out the window, because now it's not self-defense, now it's assault. As soon as you immobilize a threat,
It's assault, like.
as soon
Okay, so
if you
first of all-
as
so
soon as you
say-
immobilize a threat, it's done.
Okay,
but if you proceed,
say I slapped you in your face right here, right now.
okay,
right?
which you won't obviously, but continue.
All right. Anyway, we're just hypothetical.
Sure. Okay.
Conversational
Yeah.
purposes, right? Say I just smack the shit out you, your glasses fall off, all that kind of stuff,
Right.
and you beat me up, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, or anything. Let's just say I punch you in your face, make it worse, right? And you punch me in my face, and you beat me up until all this kind of stuff like that. For it to be assault, wouldn't I have to press charges on you?
Well,
Saying how can I press charges on you if I initiated the whole thing?
okay. This and this is a very solid argument, because so there's precedent for it. Like if somebody breaks into my house, okay, and I've disarmed them. They're on their knees. I have them in handcuffs. The cop is on the way. Okay, I immobilize the threat of a burglar or armed robber, right? And then I take the butt of my gun and I proceed to pistol whip them until their face is just mush. He could sue me because I beat him up.
What if you didn't handcuff him though? Let's just take that out of the equation.
Is the threat immobilized? Is he a threat to you?
I mean,
if you have
that's in the eyes of the, like, you know
Right.
what I'm
Well,
saying?
if you have your gun trained on him and he's on his knees and he's saying, you know what, I'm going to leave. Sorry, like, is he still a
maybe
threat to
not you know what I'm saying, but what if
Right.
what if it's like a small woman or something
No,
like
sure.
that, right? And
And-
there's like this big massive dude who broke in her
Right,
house.
right.
Somehow she gets the
Different
gun
variables.
away from
Right.
him.
No, yeah, different. You're right.
And
There's
he's
different
completely
variables.
given up. She still might be scared shitless.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, of course, and that's true. And
that's what I'm
different
saying.
variables.
So those.
But if it's like a straight up man, or if it's like man on man.
But that's not how the law works.
Well,
the law don't work like
law
man
does work that way.
It's
If there's
human
a threat,
versus human.
if there's a threat and you eliminate the threat, and then you proceed to start assaulting the previous threat, which was a threat but he's not anymore, that's assault.
Okay, I feel,
Yeah.
I'm getting away from what we really.
So there's a
talking
fine
about.
line. So as soon as he threw his mans, and as soon as him and his friends started jumping the guy, that's assault. Like, they should fuck A$AP Rocky. And now he's talking about like he doesn't want to go. He's saying I'll never step foot in Sweden again. Well, first of all, I don't know what the verdict would be.
Well, we don't know what happened before that video.
Right, but
came
it
out
doesn't
either.
matter because they started to jump him after. You threw the guy. Ideally, the threat is mobilized, but then you start to jump him. At that point, he's not a threat to you anymore. You and your friends are a threat to him. Now his life is potentially at risk.
I feel you. But they're not gonna kill him. They obviously wasn't gonna kill the dude.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure, but I mean,
first of all, you don't. I'm saying you don't know what happened.
I don't.
In that video.
But it doesn't matter.
So before,
that's what I'm. The whole point is, it doesn't matter what happened before. It matters what you did. You threw him, sure, but then you guys proceeded to jump him.
Obviously,
That's assault.
So are you saying that you would never be ASAP Rocky in that
First of all,
situation?
I'm saying I wouldn't get caught.
So nobody.
I'm saying if I'm in another country, I'm gonna have local security with me, and I'm saying if somebody's following me, we're not gonna engage.
He don't really roll like that. He don't rock like that. I'm telling you, I'm not even about to say. I know.
Sure. Well, I mean, I could be a threat if I need to be, but for the most part, I don't need to be. And I know. Listen, I was in Ukraine by myself. Okay, like anything could have happened. Okay, but I understand the dynamic of being in a foreign country where English isn't. Their democracy, I don't even think Swedish has like a weird kind of, I don't know, but laws aren't the same. And there's certain things you can't do or you can do. But in another country, you have to be very cautious. Anyway, we only have 10 seconds left, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's assault.
I don't know. I think what people do before matters.
Very well. There you have it.
Even if, have you heard of this thing where that,
First of all, no, it doesn't matter what you do. Do you guys agree with me? Like, what happens before, fine. But once you start jumping somebody, they're not the threat anymore. You're the threat to them.
He could have done anything. He could have broken a bottle across somebody's head. He could have done.
I think it was harassing.
Yeah, it was harassing. Yeah.
They were like,
Right.
shake this dude,
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. But I'm saying, as soon as you throw the guy, fine. But as soon as you start jumping him, then you're the threat to him.
All right, okay. So now you're like putting the responsibility of his counterparts on him. You know what I'm saying? You're saying
He was
ASAP
the one
Rocky,
in the
ASAP
video.
Rocky, but he threw the person, and then but I'm saying he's not. They're not all robots with him, and he's just like jump. You know what I'm saying?
No, and
all
they should be
decide-
held accountable too.
That's
They
what
should
I'm
go to
saying
jail
though.
too.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
it's not
definitely.
like he's not the only
No, of course,
one there.
he's not the only
But
one.
he's the most famous person, so not everyone's just gonna be like, "Yep, ASAP did it."
Well, I'm just saying, you gotta.
ASAP jumped all of them.
Like in America, if you beat somebody to a pulp after they had a gun on you, but they don't have it anymore, they could sue you.
How bad was he beating up though? Like
It doesn't
didn't
matter.
look like it was really.
It doesn't matter how bad. Can we?
I got beat up like that in middle school. Nobody went to jail.
Can we get the next video up, please?
I got jumped in middle school pretty bad. Nobody went to jail. I'm gonna say that.
I got jumped a lot of times. Nobody went to jail, but nobody I mean.
Have you ever been jumped? It's sweet.
Hey, I actually like it. I mean, as long as there's no knives involved, I think it's a perfect way to get that.
Hey, that home invasion thing was good because the way you brought that up, that was actually pretty solid.
I'm a beast,
because
bro.
I wanted to.